I am back with another weekly market update. We had quite an eventful week, lots of news, lots of positive, bullish news, and of course, the markets also went up quite a lot, especially altcoins. Seems to be a rotation going on. So, yeah, that's good. First of all, let me move to Bitcoin, see what's up there. Well, we had the breakout of the all-time high, the most important one. Of course, we reached all the way to about 120, 121. And you see here on the weekly time frame, we actually broke out of this important resistance area. So on the weekly close, we are now above. And as long as we stay above and we do not start closing below again on the weekly time frame, then I remain firmly bullish. So yeah, Bitcoin has been stalling a little bit over here, but that's all good. Personally, I'm not invested in Bitcoin. I'm in altcoins, and the money has been moving towards altcoins. I think most people are actually in altcoins, so it was a tough hold so far this year, but it seems like it's starting to turn now. All right. Yeah, so keep an eye on Bitcoin as long as it stays above the all-time high, previous all-time high. I think it was about 113K, and on the weekly time above this wedge. So those are the two things I will keep in mind. As long as that happens, it's not too important the smaller moves that Bitcoin makes. It's really about the longer time frame big moves. So then of course, we want to look at the dominance because this is the one that took a plunge. Finally, we see some changes there. Of course, Ethereum and XRP are the ones that are leading the way this time. And we see here on the higher time frame, this was the long-term, firm resistance, but it looks like there's a good chance we never reach that, which is great. So we had a firm uptrend all the way since 2023 to basically, and it's been upward since. But now we had a clear breakdown of trend, good red candle, and it's a very good sign. This is the first sign you want to see of other altcoins also starting to move. And right now, it's actually moving as sort of a textbook Altseason, where the money first is flowing into Ethereum and XRP and other of the major caps, and then eventually to the mid caps and then to the lower caps. I will show that a little bit later that many of the low caps actually have not, have barely moved yet. So it's mainly the big caps and specific ones that has been moving. I personally think that it's also a change of different cycles that we're going to see more selective altcoins push and not everything as crazy as before. So people are going to be more selective. That's just my opinion. What I think will happen. It's just because there's so many altcoins out there, so many people have been burned on them. Uh, yeah, that they're going to be more of a selective push. So this is very good to see. Keep an eye on this. Good chance we're going to see further downside and we're actually going to see a change. Look what happened here in 2021. It went straight down all the way. It did the same here in 2017. Yeah, so keep an eye on this chart. Then let's move on. Ethereum had a great run. Look where it was all the way. This was in March even. Or April, and everybody was super bearish. We reclaimed here this important level around 2K, and that was the road to getting another impulsive move. First, we got rejected here at 2700, which was big resistance, but we retested this important support, and this was key also to hold here to get a new structure. And then we built new structure. We broke out here of this trend line, and then we actually reclaimed this longer term trend that we broke down from. This was major resistance, but we reclaimed it. with a very confident move. You can see this impulsive candle on Ethereum. So what to expect now? We see here we're closing in on finally some strong resistance. Of course, the highs from December and March last year, around 4K, but also a little bit below here, starting to creep up some heavy resistance. So what do I expect? We could go a little bit higher. We could go up all the way to 4K. That would be pretty on the chart as well. So it's possible, but yeah, personally, I think we're starting to lose some steam here. You see the stock RSI daily, the regular RSI, it's quite high. So everything is quite overbought, which is makes sense if we went from 2K all the way to up here. So I expect we're getting a bit of a breakdown soon on the whole market, which would still be perfectly healthy, of course, because you need to set a higher low in order to be able to go higher. So I would not mind what levels do you want to watch. At the low point, 3K. This is what it really should hold here. And this level is also now a good support level. So a little bit higher than 3K, 3100. That's a level you really want to see holding here, because if we start to lose this again, it does not look good. You want now really see a bullish structure. You could also see 3500, 3400. It's all in the books. But most important is once we get a little retracement that we're starting to target the highs. Just like Bitcoin made the highs, you want to see Ethereum make the highs as well. And then this becomes a really strong support. So you want to see retest then, and then it's pretty much go time for Altseason. It will give a lot of people confidence that we have a strong all-time high, and I think that's the point where you're actually starting to see rotation into the lower caps on a bigger scale. So you saw it with Bitcoin when it broke the high. We went at a quick wick to 120K, and after that, you really saw quickly how the money started to rotate first into XRP, and at the same time, it started to go and it started to shine as well. So yeah, it's very simple chart. Keep an eye on this level. Expect some heavy resistance there. It's not easy to go there two in once. Probably a lot of shorts there, which I actually have saw a post about, which I will show you. There's actually a lot of buildup of shorts, so they're probably the liquidations should be around here, above here. Should be a massive liquidation. So if we break that, you can see. And this is what I wanted to show, the Ethereum leveraged net total shorts, which are at the moment at a record high. That means a lot of people are shorting, a lot of people are actually underwater. So yeah, it could mean either two of three things. It could be you get a massive short liquidation, but I expect that to happen only when we cross the all-time highs. So a lot of people will have their stop losses there. You probably see a massive wick to the upside once we break those, or I should say not the highs, but the highs from last December and last March 2024. We're around the 4K level. That's the area I really want to watch. It's also strong resistance right now, but once you break that, then you get to see some great liquidation. So a lot of people are actually underwater now and are actually at the wrong side of the market. So they've been shorting Ethereum, and so a lot of people are in pain, which is interesting to see. Then let's move on to XRP. Of course, we want to see the big runner. As I said it in previous videos, once we break out here, it's very long consolidation. You can see a good move upwards. And we actually passed the all-time high from 2017, and we broke the high here from January. So it's looking very good. XRP is one of the ones that has clarity now, more clarity at least, and those new laws that are getting signed are very good for Ripple and also XRP. So people are flocking to XRP, they want to be in safe cryptos, those with the most potential. So Bitcoin seems quite exhausted at the moment, but XRP has a lot of room left, in my opinion. We could be actually seeing an Elliott wave. That means that this would be the third wave, and it could go a lot higher. So let me just draw some ideas up here. If this is wave one, this is wave two correction. You could actually see something like let me draw a little bit different. If you have wave three that's higher, it could go all the way up to around $10. You could see something like this for the bull run. It's very realistic in my opinion. That doesn't mean that we're going there in the short term. I'm talking here on higher time frames. We had a very impulsive move, so on the short time frame, you definitely could see retracement here. The area you want to watch is of course that high that we had here in January. It's around the 320, 328 level, which we haven't touched yet. But yeah, you have a very big chance that we're going to touching that, which is very normal. So ideally, you want that to hold, and then I think we're just looking for more upside. I'm just comfortable holding my spot here. All right, let's move to some other altcoins a little bit quicker. Go to them. Of course, we have Solana. Solana has been lacking a little bit. It's starting to move, but it hasn't been that strong yet. We at least cleared some strong resistance up here, which was an important level. And now the level you want to watch is the next level is 200 level, which is also quite strong resistance. But the intention has been shifted away a little bit from Solana. And it's also because that's done such a big move already in the beginning of the bull run. So I'm still bullish on Solana, but yeah, not as much as I am on other tokens. Then we have Tau. I spoke about it during the last one. This looks like a very clean chart. Looks very good in my opinion. We broke, of course, this very long downward trend. This broke out, perfect retest. This is the moment when people who do not know how to read charts, or yeah, they don't know how to watch this. They haven't drawn these patterns. This is always funny. This is the moment where people get pushed out again, and we had a clear retest. Yeah, I see further upside from here for Tau. It looks quite good. Still, we have strong resistance here at 470, so that's quite a strong area you want to be watching. If you clear that, yeah, then we're off to the highs, in my opinion. So that's good areas to keep in mind for Tau. Keep in mind it's also a good coin to stake, by the way. It's 18% APY, so it's very good. I'm staking my Tau. Then let's move on to the total cap. Total broke out. Total is in the highs, so that's a good sign. Of course, BTC landed that move. We had a retest here. You see that wick for upwards. You started seeing the stochastic RSI that it's getting a bit exhausted now. So I would not be surprised if we get a wick down again, which is perfectly normal. But this is a good level you want to watch for total, just to have an overview on the whole market. You want to, when it goes down, ideally you really want this to hold, because then it gives a good market structure to go up again once we bounce and expect us to go higher. Then total 2, this is excluding Bitcoin. You see here starting to get into the highs, the major resistance. So same with total. This is even more overheated now. So I expect some kind of pullback here, which is normal. Then for total 3, during the last call, I talked about this market structure. which played out very well. This is a bullish continuation pattern, and we had a very nice breakout with green candles here. We cleared this level quite easily. Now also we're still a little bit away from the highs, but yeah, it's also getting a little bit exhausted now. So we could either go here, test the highs, and then go some downside, but we can also see some downside on the short term, and this is the level you want to be watching. So the reason I'm taking these total caps is you very easily get a clear overview of what the whole market is doing. So it's good to check these first and then check your individual altcoins, because if you see bad signs here, it's probably the same with your altcoins. Then we have XDC. It ran after XRP, so some of the XRP money is flowing into XDC. It's also one of my top holdings spot, which I'm very comfortable holding. Also, it's not moving so aggressively towards the downside when the general market goes down, which is also nice. So it's a very stable hold. Also because there's not so much places to where leverage trading takes place for XTC. So in some way that's a good sign. Yeah, keep an eye on here. It's starting to get some resistance. You clearly see that. And also probably you get some downside, which is perfectly normal. I'm also watching the XDC versus XRP chart personally, because I think XDC is going to outperform XRP. One of the few that I think is going to outperform. Chart looks good here as long as we stay in this pattern. We're having some support now. And once you get up here, it's already like 50% on your back. So if you have purely XRP, might be a good time to rotate some, or at least hold some XTC on the side as well. Yeah, then XLM, same thing as XRP. Clear violet move is a clear bull flag, and we want to keep an eye on if we start breaking the highs. It means we're probably in wave 3, and this was only the first wave. This is the second correction, and then the third wave probably going a lot higher. Let's see. I talked about prop chain during the last one, which I said it's very comfort. Looks like a very clear low here, the 30 cents. I've been buying up heavy here. The foundation is buying a lot of tokens here. So it's a very interesting project because it's a very small cap, but they're making a lot of revenue and they're starting to buy back heavy. There's been a lot of selling, but now buys are starting to take over. It will be very interesting to see how this takes place, because there's actually going to be a lot of more revenue from the operations going to flow in. So yeah, just take a look at this yourself. It's not advice or anything, but this is a good one to keep an eye on. I think we're pretty bottomed here. This is the idea. So let's see if that takes place. It would be ideal scenario, of course. But even if we go back to the $2 this year, that would be great. I had Ron Powell. It's a bit disappointing at the moment, actually. A lot of ETH low caps have actually not made a move yet. Of course, there are some exceptions, but most like AI coins have not really made a move yet. Which could be the case that people are waiting still for higher for ETH or the all-time highs for actually to rotate, but it's a big stagnating here. But it's going to get a decision here soon, which you see here going to the endpoint. Yeah, I personally believe ETH is going to have some cool down, so it will be interesting to see how it behaves. But so far, it's a little bit underperforming, while it's very strong fundamentally as a coin. And I made some made a review about it as well. You can see on my channel. So I do expect yeah, we should go to the upside again soon. I really hope so. Then you should be looking at 17 cents. Bangu has been one of the strong performers. They have been doing everything right. Many listings. They have been catching up the hype. It's one of the most viewed tokens, meme coins for sure. And I think this is going to be like the doge of this cycle. I think people are going to choose this because it's a lot lower cap and it has great adoption. And the team is just doing everything right. You can look at their page. I'm going to make a separate video about it. But we had a big upwards move. So this also it's probably going to take some time here to get through this key level before we break the highs. But for the rest of the bull run, I'm very positive. We're going to see a lot higher actually. This when we get to a mania phase, I think this is the one people want to be buying. All right, I think I've been through most of it. Same like GPU, it's also one that's been slacking a little bit, but you're starting to see that it had a good move actually. It's still 100%, but if you compare it to where it was, it's not there yet. So yeah, it's waiting a little bit on ETH, see what it does. I think we really get the clears for altcoins once we break that 4K. So that's a very important one to watch, but also very strong resistance. So I do not think we're going to break that in one go, or at least next week or something. I do not believe that. But also good, strong fundamental coin. The other ISO coins have been doing very well. Algorand is one that I think on the high time frame has a lot of potential. And you can see it here. I can see $2 again. It's also good on regulations. The CEO is also was a mathematician, professor, so very intelligent person behind the project, and they're also big on regulations. So expect some of that XRP money to flow more in Algorand. And if you get to the $2, that's like an 8x, so that's very good if you have a spot back. All right, that's it. Next time I will be showing some different altcoins, showing some different runners. These are mostly the same ones from last week. I just wanted to give an update to where the market is doing now, but I will bringing in some more altcoins that have been running or either lacking, some interesting ones. And if you have any requests, please drop them in the comments. Then I can add them and can take a look at them as well. If you like the video, please subscribe and leave a comment. I'm trying to grow up here. I'm going to post some more reviews very soon. And that's it. Up to the next one and have a good day, everybody.